Guerschon Yabusele wants to return to the NBA, and he has definitely made some headlines with his dunk over LeBron James. But where do he fit at in the NBA? Every year, somebody offers fool's gold either in the Olympics, the FIBA World Games, or some type of league championship. Every year, somebody get a famous dunk, or they score a crazy number of points, and they automatically correlate that to playing in the NBA. Please do not do that with Guerschon Yabusele. I think he's a really good player, but he's just not an NBA player. And that's okay. He still can have a great career playing in the EuroLeague, playing for Real Madrid. I think that's an excellent fit for him. And besides, his buyout is $2.5 million. Who in the hell would pay that for a guy who is relatively handicapped at his position? I mean, he's an undersized big who don't shoot the ball well. He has a great body type that you would think could fit the build of a really good defender, but let's be honest. He ain't stopping nobody in the NBA. At 6'8", 260 pounds, he would have to play a role like PJ Tucker in the NBA. And even though he's way more athletic than PJ Tucker, he don't shoot the ball like PJ. And so that makes him not a good gamble for any NBA team. But we see this every year. Some NBA team will start clout chasing and maybe give him a chance. And my advice to Guerschon Yabusele is, brother, don't do it. Keep making your money and keep playing for fun overseas and in the EuroLeague. This NBA, this league, it leads to depression and you won't be compensated well for it. What I mean by that is, yes, you'll play in the NBA. Yes, you'll get a good jersey. Yes, it'll be fun to be on your maybe childhood dream to play on the NBA court again because you did play 2 years. But nobody's going to pay you $2.5 million to come play in the NBA. And honestly, it's just not enough money to compensate your depression that you're going to go through because there's going to be a lot of games where you do not play or a lot of games where you don't really touch the ball, a lot of games where you're going to question yourself. I just don't think it's a really good idea for you to try to come back and play in the NBA just because why? Go have your fun. Go win a championship in the EuroLeague. Go play in front of an amazing environment. Whether you score 5 points or you score 25 points, that environment is going to be way better in the NBA when you're standing in the corner, you're being a corner boy, and you ain't really part of this team. And I'm not just saying this. I'm gonna actually go through this and I'm gonna break down your game to why I can see in your highlights why it looks like you can play in the NBA, but I'm gonna give you the real truth about why it just doesn't correlate to the NBA. All right, so when I'm looking at Gershon play, like I'm looking for certain things that I think that could translate to the NBA. I think that 3-pointer could translate to the NBA, but the problem with that is 9 times out of 10, how cold are you gonna be when you playing in the NBA? Like meaning as in how many times did you touch the ball on that possession? In the EuroLeague, you got like 5 or 6 guys touching the ball. In the NBA, you might be standing in the corner all day long and you ain't gonna touch that basketball. So I don't know if you can consistently make that jump shot and that kind of hinders you a little bit playing in the NBA. So I don't know, but he do a lot of things well. Like, oh, this definitely he gonna have to do this in the NBA. That catch and shoot in the corner, that's gonna have to be green every single time, or you ain't gonna be able to play very, very many minutes. And I'm still I still have a question mark. Rather, can you make that shot, or are you athletic enough to defend to where you don't have to make that shot? And I just don't see a place for that in the NBA. Here you go again. You ain't gonna be able to do that. In the NBA, if they pass the ball to a guy like PJ Tucker or a guy standing in the corner that's what they call a corner boy, you ain't got no time to go to the goal and try no Euro step. You ain't gonna be able to do all that. What you better do in the NBA is you better shoot that ball or you better go into a handoff or a quick swing or something. You ain't gonna be able to do that in the NBA. I don't care how athletic you are. And honestly, the more I look at his build and his body size, he ain't that athletic. Like, he's not jumping out of the gym. He's not jumping 10 inches over the rim. Obviously, nobody's jumping 10 inches over the rim, but he definitely don't get that eye-catching athleticism like a guy like Kenny Wooten, who's extremely athletic and don't get a chance to play in the NBA. I think he should, by the way. But this is what I'm talking about. Like, I just don't know if he's able to make that shot consistently. Brother, you're never gonna be able to do this post move. The NBA is just not played like that. Over there, you can do that, but you ain't gonna be able to do that in the NBA. So if that's fun for you, and if you're ready to sacrifice going nights without playing, I can see why maybe you would want to come to the NBA. But this is fun basketball. Just keep playing basketball like this. I That's a good matchup for you because at 6'8", 230, 250 pounds, you're a mismatch to a lot of guys that's 6'8", 210 pounds. They just not gonna take advantage of it in the United States. So that's why I'm saying what I'm saying. I'm not just pulling this out because I want to hate on Guerschon Yabusele. Not at all. I just know how the NBA is. I just know how the NBA functions, and I just know what they like, and they do like that. Like him able to get rebounds like that and put him back up. I think that's good. That's a part of his game that I can like. But I also like this cut right here, but you see, he's not that athletic. See, in the NBA, that's a throwdown. That's a ESPN top 10 dunk. This is just a put in. I'm just telling you, he's just not that athletic. And I know some of y'all like, well, it's 2 points, it's 2 points. The NBA is about entertainment. It's not just about 2 points, 2 points. You better learn how to entertain. That better be a dunk, unless it's the playoffs. If it's the playoffs, then cool, but who's to say you go? Who's to say you even go to a playoff team? Lord knows you go to a team like Detroit, they bury you on the bench and you just waste your time, waste your money. Now you're trying to call back the EuroLeague. Nah, man, just leave that alone. Um, I just I just can't see him doing that. Like once again, I know y'all looking at this and like, oh, he can shoot. Don't be fooled by that. That's because in Europe, everybody touched the ball. In the NBA, everybody don't touch the ball. One person touched the ball, maybe two, and then when it's 5 seconds left on the shot clock, they throw you a grenade and you brick it. Then you go 0 for 8, and then now everybody hates you. So I just I just wouldn't want you to do that. Um, I don't want you to do that to yourself. And we could look at this all day. And I know there might be a bunch of fans out there who actually think that you making shots. It's a bunch of fans like, oh, he can shoot. He's athletic. He can defend. He's a big body. We can use him. No. When I'm scrolling through the comments, the posts that I've seen, they saying things like, oh, Detroit can use him. Please do not go to no damn Detroit. They will bury your ass and then now you out of a career. Now you out of opportunities. Now you out of money because you went to Detroit and Detroit did what they always do. Sink the goddamn ship and now your ass got to go too. What I'm telling you is the NBA is not what you guys think. It's a lot more politics that play in the NBA, and rightfully so. It is a $1 billion company. So when you're dealing with a $1 billion company, you better have $1 billion entertainment. Now, the distinction between entertainment and actual elite basketball, we ain't got there yet in the NBA. Maybe the Olympics will open some eyes and get us there, but right now we just not there. And until we get there, Guerschon Yabusele or players like Guerschon Yabusele, there is a league for you. It is just not the NBA. It is the EuroLeague. The EuroLeague specifies in players like that. You have a great career playing in the EuroLeague, playing that type of brand of basketball over there. Now, hey, what do I know? I'm just a guy that watched the game. I'm a fan of the game. Y'all do me a favor. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Let me know what team you think you can play for. Also, let me know like what do y'all see him as? Do you see him as a corner specialist? Do you see him as a lockdown defender? How do you see him? Let's have that dialogue in the comments. I'll be sure to get back to all of y'all. Make sure y'all like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I really appreciate that, each and every one of y'all. I thank y'all so much. Y'all have a good one.